What's going on, guys? Jared Sports Cards coming at you with another video today. Yes, I know it's a weird setup, but just bear with me. This is just for today's video, all right? Guys, if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button down below. 75% of people that don't watch or that watch my videos aren't subscribed. So make sure you hit that subscribe button. It helps me out a ton, guys. When we get to 10K, I want to do a huge giveaway. We have a Prism giveaway tomorrow. This is the last day to enter. I'm going to leave how to enter in the description below, but it's a free Prism Mega Box, so who doesn't want that, right? We're giving away a Bowman Mega Box next week, guys. We have so much on the table, so make sure to hit that subscribe button down below. All right, so I want to get into today's video. You guys saw the title. I'm going to be answering some of your FAQs in terms of retail hunting. These are questions that I get constantly, whether it's in my comments, whether it's in my live streams. So I thought, you know what? I want to take Sunday afternoon to sit down with you guys, or I'm standing, but you guys might be sitting, who knows. And I want to talk to you guys and answer your questions because it's you know, I love answering comments, but may as well just throw it all in a video, right? So these are going to be regarding the retail hunting online at Target, and I will also talk about, there's like one question about Walmart, so let's get into it, guys. All right, so the first question is, for these Target online drops, where do you go to get the cards? So I've got this question a bunch. So you want to go to target.com. As much as it may seem simple to some people have this question. So you want to go to target.com. And then another thing that I always get is, all right, what do I search up? So I get to target.com, now what? So there's going to be a few steps you want to do. First, you're going to want to type in what sport you're looking for with cards after it. So for example, if I want football cards, say I'm looking for like select football, right? I type in football cards. If I want baseball cards, I type in baseball cards. If I want basketball cards, basketball cards. Then what you do when you press the search button, you're going to want to scroll down because it will show like a bunch of different things. You want to click sold by Target. It will say sold by, and there'll be like a few options. You just want to click Target. Then once you hit Target, you want to scroll down even further and you want to click include out of stock. And I have a video on how to get retail sports cards. I'll leave it right up here. You can go click on it. You can check it out. So include out of stock, sold by Target, and you should see options, but you're only going to see options when there's about to be a drop. And that's my other question. When do you see out of stock listings? You see out of stock listings about 5 to 15 minutes before they will make the product go live. So what does that look like? So for example, not last Friday, but the Friday before that, at about 7, oh man, what was it, 7? Oh man, they dropped at 6:40 a.m., right? Yeah, no, they dropped at 7:10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Not last Friday, but the Friday before that. And they had sold out listings at 7 o'clock, right? So at 7 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, you could see, okay, Select was sold out, Chronicles Football was sold out, and then they started dropping them every 5 to 10 minutes. So for example, they dropped Select blaster boxes at 7:10 a.m. And then they dropped mega boxes, right? And then at 7:30 they dropped Chronicles. 7:35 they dropped like the blaster box, I think, first, and they dropped mega boxes. Then they dropped the fat pack boxes, right? So they go in kind of waves and by product. So you'll see sold out listings all at once, like usually 10 to 15 minutes before anything drops. And then everything will drop in waves. So every about 5 to 10 minutes, give or take, a few minutes here or there. And things sell out really, really quickly. So I guess this leads me to my number one, frequently asked question here is, when is the next drop? What time do they drop, right? Nobody knows. All we can do is go off what we've seen in the past, right? So going into last week, we thought, all right, we're going to have a drop on Friday, right? We thought we were going to have a Friday drop. They dropped it on Wednesday morning at 7:40 a.m. Like, totally random. Like, totally caught all collectors off guard. And so we were like, wow, for the past 3 to 4 weeks, they dropped every single Friday. Every single Friday. The earliest we saw was about 6:40 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. The latest we saw was 7:45 a.m. Eastern Standard Time for the first drop. Then they decide, all right, let's drop on a Wednesday. Right, and so that's why in all my other videos, if you've been watching me for a little while, I always say nobody can tell you when they're going to drop because nobody knows. You can use history, right? And so, everybody last week was, all right, it's going to drop Friday, it's going to drop Friday, it's going to drop Friday, and then boom, it drops Wednesday, right? So you can even use history and you still may not be correct. And that's just the reality of online retail card hunting, on target.com. So for example, going into this week, I'm going to be live Wednesday morning at 6 a.m. Eastern Standard Time and Friday morning at 6 a.m. Eastern Standard Time because I don't know what day they're going to drop. Are they going to drop Wednesday like last week? Are they going to drop Friday? Are they going to, totally, switch around on us and drop Monday? Are they going to drop Tuesday? Going to drop Thursday? We don't know, right? And by history, we'd be like, all right, so, right now it's up in the air. We don't know if it's going to be Wednesday or Friday. So a lot of people are, okay, when's the next drop? Nobody knows. And nobody can tell you. If someone's like, all right, they will drop Friday morning at this time, they do not know. They do not know. It's all speculation from either history, just, I don't know, what they're speculating, like what they think's going to happen, right, for some reason, but nobody can tell you for certain. So my advice and what I've been answering people with comments is, sure, I'd put my money on the fact that it's either going to be Wednesday or Friday this week, but they could drop Tuesday. They could drop Monday, right? You don't never know when Target's going to drop something. It may be at night. They could pull a total 360 on us, and instead of doing 6:40 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, 8 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, they may, drop at, 6 p.m., 7 p.m. Now, we don't know that. It's never happened in the past, but you just never know with these Target online drops, which is why I, as a creator and someone that wants to give information to you, can't tell you that, okay, something's going to drop Wednesday, something's going to drop Friday. Nobody can tell you that. It's just all speculation. And so far, for 3 or 4 weeks in a row, drop Friday, and we were right every single time. We got up at the proper time. It dropped when we thought it was. The last drop was baseball, right? But nobody can tell you. Going to my next question, this is a really big question, probably the second biggest question I've asked, is, all right, JR, does my store that I select matter? If you guys know on Target website, it will say your local store in the top left. That does not matter. These are nationwide drops. You could have any store in there. You could have a store that's across the country from you. You could have a store that doesn't sell sports cards. Like at Target, never carries sports cards, right? It does not matter. Target.com is separate from your in-store. The only connection Target.com has to your store is for products that you can pick up in-store. All these cards, you cannot pick any cards up in-store. It is all shipped from Target.com. Therefore, it does not matter what store you have in there. Again, the store only matters if you're buying a product that you're picking up in store, and you can't pick up sports cards in stores anyway, so it doesn't matter, right? So yeah, that has been a frequently asked question. These are nationwide drops. So that kind of leads me in, all right, well, JR, it's at 6:40 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Does that mean it's 3:40 a.m. PST? That's exactly what it is, right? 3 hours behind. Pacific time, you guys are getting drilled over there. They're having you wake up at 3:30 in the morning to get ready for a drop, which is just absurd, because it's just really unfair for you guys, but that is the reality of it. Another big question is, okay, when will I get my cards when I buy online? It varies. It varies so much. Now, of course, I believe, and I could be wrong on this, so please correct me in the comments, but what I've read from you guys is that Target is based around Ohio. I don't know if exactly in Ohio, but where they kind of ship from. That's what I've seen in my comments. That's what people have told me. Please correct me if I'm wrong. I do not want to give anybody the wrong information, but it seems as though people from that area have been getting their stuff first. Now, I don't know if that's just a coincidence, if just the people that, the few people that commented that are from that area just got theirs earlier than others, right? So that could be totally, just luck that those people are from there and are getting them early. There's usually a date where everybody seems to, like a final date to receive your product. So for example, for the first drop in May, I got my Select Mega Box on June 2nd. I ordered Bowman Mega Boxes about 2 Fridays ago now, and I'm not getting them until tomorrow, actually. So I'm supposed to get them on the 14th of June, right? And so it really varies. If you want to check when you're going to receive it, just check your Target history order. My third and final biggest FAQ that I'm getting, and this kind of leads into two questions in a sense. Do I use Target app, or do I use my PC/website? It is up to you. It is totally preference. Now, for me, I love using the website. I will never use the Target app, but there's other people that will never use the website and only use the Target app. And people are saying, oh, the Target app's so much easier. The Target website's so much easier. There's no right answer. And it really comes down to what you want to use. The only downside I will say to the Target app, and this is exactly why I don't use it, it's really hard to refresh the page. On some versions of the Target app, and not all versions of the Target app, to refresh the product listing, which you really have to do when you're card hunting, because you want to keep refreshing to make sure, to see when these out of stock listings come out. You have to exit and keep researching, right? So you have to press the back button and then press it again. Back button, press, back button, press, right? When on a computer, I can just press Command R, Command R, Command R, Command R. I can do it double faster. That doesn't make sense. I don't know. I can do it faster on a PC / the website than I can in the app. That is why I use the PC. Again, it is just preference. It is totally up to you what you want to do, how you want to go about that. Just know, I use the website. I find it 10 times easier. I feel like I can type my credit card number in faster. That's just easy. One more question that I get a lot is, is there a way to not have to type in my credit card information every time I order? No, there is not. You have to type in your credit card information every single time because they want to stop bots. And if you just could order like right away without having to confirm, your security code or your card number or something, then bots could just eat on the site. Bots could absolutely just feast on Target.com. And so you need to, every time you're going to put your credit card in, I've seen people say Apple Pay is very easy. I've heard recommendation the Target Red Card is very easy because you only have to put in your security code and not the actual number. I've seen some people say they like to use PayPal, although you still need to confirm your password. It is up to you guys what you guys want to do. For me, I think just card on the website's the easiest for me. But again, people are saying PayPal. Some people say Apple Pay. It really varies on your preference. Everything really comes down to a lot of preference here. Guys, that's going to do it for today's video. I hope this helped. I hope I can answer some of your questions. Let me know if I missed any of your questions down below. I'm going to remake my how to get retail sports cards online video for you guys just to kind of show you guys again. I made one about a month and a half ago, but I want to remake it because I feel like it could be really beneficial for all of you guys. That's going to do it for today. Have a great day. Peace.